Hey, what's happening, Storm Chasers? Welcome in. Ow! There's a chest there. Welcome back to another episode of the Domeeri Chronicles. Finally, after a month, we're back. We've got everything taken care of. We're pretty well settled. And we're ready to start recording again. I've missed it, and I'm ready to get back in the swing of things. And I can't remember how to walk and talk at the same time, apparently, because I keep running into things. But I'm going to take a couple minutes here just to kind of go around the world, get my bearings, kind of remember where everything's at, and then I will come back and let you know what the game plan is going to be for today's episode. So after taking a look around at everything, I've kind of got a mess going on. I've got this chest monster going on here. I've got a couple down in the mine shaft there. I've got this cactus farm that's popped up. I've got the bee farm over there. Just got some spruce trees back there. Just generally got a mess everywhere. And I think it's time that we kind of need to start cleaning things up a little bit and get everything together, see exactly what we have. So I'm going to bring it all together back there at my main chest monster, and let's just see exactly how much material I have from across the entire world here. Well, there's more than I thought. With the exception of just these two chests right here and a little bit of space in this, we're out of room. All these chests are full. So, except this. This is just a chest of chests. But it's kind of embarrassing to just realize that we're only in episode 7, and I already had like 5 chest monsters scattered across the world here. How does this happen? We need to take care of this before it gets any worse. It's time for a little bit more permanent storage solution. I say permanent. Oh, I missed a farm right there over my shoulder. I got that netherwort farm going on. See? It's everywhere! And of course I got the sugar cane going all the way around the island, but I can't really do a whole lot about that right at the moment because I'm quite certain there would be more than what would fit in these 2 chests. So I'm going to dig out the area right here, and we're going to get 3,000 barrels. So I'm going to go chop some logs, and let's get all that taken care of here. So, funny story. See these blue lines? That's from a client-side mod called Lightmatica. That's what I use to do all of my building. I cannot do what I do without it. And, everything inside this box has to go. Which means these chests that are all full of different things are going to have to get moved outside this box. This is what we call poor planning. But oh well, what can you do? I'm going to go ahead and get all this moved. I'm going to dig out the entire area that's here inside this box. That way we can build up the storage system here in a few minutes. And then I'll come back, and where I'm standing at right now will not be here. That was a lot more digging than I thought it was going to be. That took me like a day and a half to get all that dug out. Of course I had work and stuff like that in there, but you can see we got this huge hole carved out of the mountain and out of the terrain here, and there's a reason for that. The storage system is not going to take up the entire area, but we are going to be building something there. Probably not today, but in... Ah, great, it's raining again. Anyway, we are going to be building something here in the next few episodes, and it's going to be the focal point, the entire centerpiece for this entire settlement. So I want to get it done sooner rather than later, but I've got a lot of supplies to gather up for it. So it's definitely not going to be today. But in order to get the storage system, which is actually the first out of, I think, 5 levels that goes into the build here, I need to go get a bunch of terracotta. So I'm going to head off to the mesa, and I'm going to get the terracotta. I'm going to get the dye that I need, and come back, and then, yeah, we'll get building. I'm not quite sure how I managed to do this, but I miscalculated. Now, I know math's not my greatest subject, and I get all that. But, I mean, oof, ow. I used Lightmatica. How did I get the number of barrels wrong? This makes absolutely no sense. Somehow, I've managed to miss that wall on both sides, and I missed this whole section back here. I'm gonna have to go get more wood. Oh well, more trees to chop, I suppose. All the barrels are finally in place. They're all taken care of. They're all crafted. They're all placed. Everything's good to go on that. And I love seeing this thing from above. I love the way that the designs turned out. It wasn't intentional. I actually built the entire mega build, and then I came back and did the storage system after I had already finished the exterior design. And now looking at it from above, I really like, especially right here, these little designs. And I know why they're curved like that. There's a part of the build that goes there. But, oh well. Unfortunately, it's not going to stay visible very long. Probably just maybe about 3 or 4 episodes, maybe. And then we're going to build the second layer on top of it. But right now, I need to kind of do some prep work for the next couple episodes and get things ready. I'm going to go ahead and go through and set the footprints for each of the remaining, I believe it's 6 or 7 houses. I'm going to check and see here. 7. The answer is 7 houses. So I'm going to go through and get the footprints set for each of them. I'm going to dig out where they need to go and just kind of mark it with some wool or something to that effect, just so that I know where the corners of the houses go. And that'll kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of where we're heading as well. So I'm going to get that taken care of and come back and show you what the island's going to look like. The island looks remarkably different now. We have all of these little mushroom stem pillars all over the place. There's a total of, I think it's 8 houses, maybe 9 houses. I can't remember without looking at the map. But at any rate, we've got all these little pillars here marking all the corners of the houses. And it's going to look a lot different from what it does now once we get everything finished. I'm really looking forward to it. And in the next episode, we're going to be working on this house right here. And again, I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get to it. But there is something that we need to take care of, however. I'm not sure if you can hear that siren going by on the road outside or not, but I apologize. The mic picks up more than it should sometimes. But there's one thing that we do need to care for, and that is the diamond pillar over here. I knew when I said that I was going to be moving that chances are I would not get to see the end of it here on Domeeri. That's okay. Sure enough, like a week after I posted the episode, they finished it. Oh well, it is what it is. But we need to tear down this one, get things cleaned up. So let's just fly up there. Let's use one of our last 2 rockets. And let's just fly up here, and apparently I need both of my rockets, and take it down, see how many ore we actually, have. Wow! There was more there than what I was thinking we was going to have. We had 7 stacks, and just got 7.5 stacks. It's pretty close. And I think it's 20, which is like 12 short. But anyway, close enough, okay? Don't do math while you're recording. But I'm not going to convert all of those to diamonds. I will some of them. But I want to keep some of them as ore, particularly the stone ones. Just the regular diamond ore. Because those are a little bit harder to find. And even though I'm going to be doing a quarry in a couple places, and I want to have this mine down here, I don't want to... Really? There's a hole here. Why was there a hole? But I don't want to lose those and waste them, basically. So I'm going to take care of that and convert some of them. I'll do that between episodes. But unfortunately, we're pretty well out of time for this one. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get back to this. Things have been crazy with getting settled, and honestly, this video took about 2 weeks. My schedule has changed. it's just going to take some getting used to for me trying to get everything juggled. But I know that we'll get there eventually, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me. For all of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you. That's all I can really say is thank you. Your support means more than I could possibly say. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember that there is a storm coming. Weasel Storm!